Hi, today I'm going to go through what I got in my starter kit. If you would like to become a consultant, this is roughly about what you're gonna get. They'll obviously substitute some of them, it won't be the exact same books, but it'll be a good starting kit of a bunch of books that are bestsellers in Usborne. If not, otherwise, if you see a book that you like, you can obviously go purchase it one by one. To start it off, I'm going to go with my That's Not My Llama. This little mouse is going through trying to find his llama. That's not my llama. It has two shiny of hooves, too soft of nose, all that sort of stuff. And then he finally finds his llama. The next is the Peek-a-Boo book. Are you there, little unicorn? So through this whole book, you can see through onto the next page. And you're trying to see, is that you, little unicorn? And then it's not. But at the end, they do find the unicorns.
Why does it make a difference?
The phonics readers. Flamingo plays bingo. Goes through, it's a funny story of how the flamingo plays bingo, and there's a bunch of rhyming and just really focusing on those phonics for those little kiddos. Night Night Busy Town. I love this one. It's so interesting. I've never seen anything like this until I became an Usborne consultant. There's little books inside of a big book. So you go through, you read the page, you read the mini book, you go through and you read another mini book. So it's just super cool, super interactive little book of many other little books. And I'm sure you could even break it up. Maybe they're getting tired after reading the first mini book. Well, we can read the next page the next night. You could treat it as 4 different books in one. Another interactive book that I love and didn't even know was a book until I got my starter kit. This is Owl. It goes through and you have to do certain actions to move on to the next page. No, it's not the time to be distracted by a beetle. Now you can tilt the page to help Owl reach the beetle. So you tip it. Oh no, you tipped it too far. So flap the pages together and let's get Owl to fly. So it's just super interactive. As you go through the book, you have to do a different action every time you flip the page. Next is a flap book. Lift flap book. There's flaps on every page. What happens to the trees during all 4 seasons. So it's a little search and find at the bottom, and under all the flaps is the different things. And then this is on a rainy day, what changes? Well, she's holding the umbrella, but now she's using it. She has a raincoat on. This person's using an umbrella. Like, all that sort of stuff. It's just kind of cool to see how it changes. It also helps kids learn of what is appropriate during different types of weather, what changes, and then what to wear once again. So it's just kind of cool. Another one of my favorites is All Better. The reusable stickers that you get to put on every page. This one's also interactive. You have to kiss the boo-boo and then put the Band-Aid on it. So it just keeps the kids interactive while learning how to make somebody feel better and how to make everything better. Next is Be Brave. I actually saw this book and I actually wanted to get it, and then I got it in my starter kit. So I was so excited when I got this. It's like a color activity book, but it's for a little bit older, so it's not so kiddish. It's recommended 8 years and up. So it's not like coloring books. It's like you actually have to think, like, Love Unlimited. Fill this page with love for a person or thing in your life that is super special to you. I remember having books sort of like this when I was younger, and I absolutely love these books. Obviously, they can pick and choose different pages that they want. The best day is label each one and tell somebody if you want to, or just keep it to yourself. Use words, pictures, or stick in photo stickers or tickets or whatever fits. And this is just happy memories. So it goes through and like helps kids be brave and like if you feel afraid or scared, like it teaches them confidence and just all sorts of cool different things, but in an interactive like book way. This one I actually didn't know Usborne had until I got it in my kit, which I think this is super important. This one is also 8 years and up. Understanding money. I feel like usually parents just teach their kids about this, but it's super nice to have this reference if they feel embarrassed to ask, of what is money, how do we use it, the economy, all that sort of stuff, interest rates, financial crisis, negotiate a raise, like all that sort of stuff, fair price, why is there a face on the coin, all that sort of stuff. And then my favorite part about this one, when I was going through it, is if you see on the back, it goes through even like digital payment and how like fingerprint, face recognition, having your like card stuff all on, and then it goes through Bitcoin and that sort of stuff. So it just is a nice, interesting, up-to-date book of like how to deal with money, and then making sure you're being safe paying online, because there's lots of scams out there. One that I really wanted to get to, but I got in my kit, was the What If Monster. I actually had this in my cart, but I was like, I'm not going to buy it until I get my kit, and good thing I didn't, because I would have had a duplicate, which is okay, but I didn't really want to spend the money to get another one. But it just goes through of like this what if in the back of their heads, but then how to just make it all better, and how to deal with the what ifs in your head, which I think is super important. Growing up as a kid, there's always those what ifs. Once you learn the what if like statement and what it means and how to use it, there's always those what ifs in your head. So I think it's a really good book to teach kids what if and how to deal with it. Last but not least is my very first like chapter book, and it's in like a stanza free form poem, which I think is one of the best ways to get kids to read, because then I feel like it's more entertaining because it looks entertaining. It's not just straight up pages. It also helps them learn about poems, and it's not so much on a page, but it gets the point across. This one is for 7 years and up, so I definitely want to read this one eventually, but I just got my starter kit, so I haven't had time. But it says, Leroy has a secret weapon, but it will help him find the strength and courage he needs to overcome the bully's taunts once and for all. Beautifully crafted first novel that will surprise and inspire you and warm your heart. So it's just going through how to deal with bullies and how to stick up for yourself and gain that confidence. So that was it in it. I hope that you found a book that you like or that interests you, that you are wanting to buy. If you need help, let me know.